Cale Makar is one of hockey's biggest stars today. He's won the Stanley Cup with Colorado in 2022, earned the Norris Trophy as the NHL's best defenseman, and he's already a three-time All-Star, all by the age of 25. The way he moves on the ice and controls the game is so special that many people call him the best defenseman in hockey right now. Looking at how great he is, you might think he was the first player picked in his draft year. But here's the surprising part. In the 2017 NHL Draft, 3 other players were chosen before him. Nico Hiser went first to the New Jersey Devils, Nolan Patrick second to the Philadelphia Flyers, and Miro Heinan third to the Dallas Stars. Makar had to wait until the 4th pick when the Colorado Avalanche selected him. Now, almost 7 years later, it's interesting to look back at those 3 players who were picked before him. Did they become the stars their teams hoped for? Or do those teams now wish they had picked Makar instead? Let's find out what happened to each of these players and see how their careers have turned out. Before we dive into their stories, if you love NHL content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It helps us make more videos like this one. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the careers of Nico Hiser, Nolan Patrick, and Miro Heinan, the 3 players selected before Cale Makar in the 2017 NHL Draft. We'll analyze their journeys chronologically, starting with first overall pick Nico Hiser and the New Jersey Devils. You'll see how he's developed into the team's captain and what kind of player he's become. Then we'll look at Nolan Patrick's story with the Philadelphia Flyers, a tale that took some unexpected turns and shows just how unpredictable player development can be. After that, we'll examine Miro Heiskanen's path with the Dallas Stars, where he's carved out his own impressive career. For each player, we'll break down their key stats, major achievements, and significant moments since draft day. We'll also look at what scouts said about them before the draft and how those predictions have played out. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of how these 4 careers have unfolded and understand why this draft class shows just how challenging it can be to project young talent in the NHL.
With our first selection in the 2017 entry draft, the New Jersey Devils are proud to welcome, from the Halifax Mooseheads, Nico Hiser.
The New Jersey Devils selected Nico Hiser with the first overall pick in 2017, making him the first Swiss player ever chosen at number 1 in NHL history. They chose him because of his exceptional two-way play and mature game for his age, demonstrated during an outstanding season with the Halifax Mooseheads, where he scored 86 points in 57 games. Scouts were particularly impressed with his combination of high-end skill and responsible defensive play, a rare trait in such a young forward. In his first few years, Hiser made an immediate impact, stepping right into the Devils lineup as a teenager and putting up 52 points in his rookie season. He showed steady improvement in his defensive game and earned more responsibilities, eventually being named team captain in 2021 at just 22 years old, making him the youngest current captain in the NHL. While injuries occasionally slowed his progress, he consistently showed why the Devils made him their top choice. Today, Hiser has developed into exactly what New Jersey hoped for, a complete two-way center who can match up against any top line in the league. While he might not put up the flashiest numbers, he's the heart of the Devils' resurgence, leading them back to playoff contention. His career hasn't reached Makar's spectacular heights, but he's become a legitimate first-line center and team leader, making him a successful, if not spectacular, first overall pick.
Philadelphia selects from the Western Hockey League's Brandon Wheat Kings, Nolan Patrick.
The Philadelphia Flyers selected Nolan Patrick with the 2nd overall pick in 2017, viewing him as their future number 1 center. They chose him because he had dominated junior hockey with the Brandon Wheat Kings, showing elite offensive skills and the size, 6 feet 2 inches, that teams covet down the middle. Many scouts had actually ranked Patrick as the top prospect that year, and the Flyers thought they'd gotten a steal when he fell to 2nd overall. In his first few years, Patrick's career took an unfortunate turn that no one could have predicted. While he showed flashes of his potential in his rookie season, with 30 points in 73 games, he began suffering from severe migraine disorder that would dramatically impact his career. The condition caused him to miss the entire 2019-20 season and has continued to affect his ability to stay in the lineup consistently. The Flyers eventually traded him to Vegas via Nashville in 2021, hoping a fresh start might help. Today, Patrick's story serves as a sobering reminder of how unpredictable player development can be. Due to his ongoing health challenges, he's played very limited hockey in recent years, with his career tragically derailed by circumstances beyond anyone's control. It's a far cry from what was expected when he was considered a can't-miss prospect. And while no one faults the Flyers for the pick given what they knew at the time, it's certainly not the outcome anyone hoped for.
The Dallas Stars, with the third pick, select of the Finnish Liga, Miro Heiskanen.
The Dallas Stars selected Miro Heiskanen with the third overall pick in 2017, making him the highest drafted Finnish defenseman since 2001. They chose him because of his exceptional skating ability and hockey IQ, with many scouts calling him the most complete defenseman in the draft. The Stars were particularly impressed by his poise and ability to control games despite his young age, as he was already playing against men in Finland's top league. In his first few years, Heiskanen proved the Stars made a smart choice. After spending one more year developing in Finland, he arrived in Dallas and immediately looked like a veteran, playing over 23 minutes per game as a rookie. His coming out party came during the 2020 playoff bubble, where he dominated with 26 points in 27 games, helping lead the Stars to the Stanley Cup Finals. He showed the rare ability to control games from the blue line, something only elite defensemen can do. Today, Heiskanen has established himself as one of the NHL's top defensemen, even if he doesn't get as much attention as Makar. He's the Stars' undisputed #1 defenseman, playing in all situations and regularly logging over 25 minutes per game. While his offensive numbers might not match Makar's, his two-way game is among the best in the league. The Stars certainly have no regrets about their pick, as Heiskanen has become exactly the kind of cornerstone defenseman they were hoping for, even if another exceptional defenseman was taken right after him. Looking at these three stories together reveals the fascinating unpredictability of NHL drafting. Hiser has become a very good, if not elite, first-line center. Patrick's career was derailed by health issues that no one could have foreseen, and Heiskanen has developed into one of the league's best defensemen, even if he's overshadowed by the player taken right after him. While Makar has undoubtedly become the best player from the top of that draft, the stories of these three players show just how challenging it is to project teenage hockey players, and how factors beyond pure talent can shape a player's career path. Nico Hiser's ascent to NHL stardom came from his exceptional play in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, where he showcased his elite playmaking ability and two-way prowess with the Halifax Mooseheads. His 86-point campaign in just 57 games made him impossible to pass up, especially given his rare combination of offensive skill and defensive responsibility. The Swiss center made an immediate impact in New Jersey. His maturity and leadership qualities became evident quickly, leading to him being named the Devils' captain in 2021, making him the youngest active captain in the NHL. The Devils showed their long-term commitment by signing him to a 7-year, $50.75 million contract extension in 2019. Today, he's evolved into exactly what New Jersey envisioned: a franchise cornerstone who drives play at both ends of the ice while consistently producing 60-plus points when healthy. His achievements include an NHL All-Star appearance in 2020 and a selection to the NHL All-Rookie team in 2018. Nolan Patrick entered the draft with tremendous expectations, having dominated the Western Hockey League with the Brandon Wheat Kings. His perfect blend of size, 6 feet 2 inches, 198 pounds, and skill, combined with strong hockey bloodlines, both his father and uncle played in the NHL, made him a consensus top pick. Initially, Patrick showed promise with Philadelphia, recording 30 points in his rookie season and displaying flashes of the talent that made him such a highly rated prospect. His playing style in juniors actually drew comparisons to players like Jonathan Toews and Ryan Getzlaf, two-way centers who could impact the game in all three zones. The Vegas Golden Knights took a calculated risk in acquiring him, believing their medical staff and development system might help manage his condition more effectively. Patrick's case has also sparked important conversations within the hockey community about player health management and the need for better understanding of neurological conditions in professional sports. While several NHL players have successfully managed migraines throughout their careers, including Hall of Famer Steve Yzerman, the severity of Patrick's condition has presented unique challenges that have made his path particularly difficult. Miro Heiskanen's impact extends beyond traditional statistics. His analytical metrics consistently rank among the league's elite, particularly in zone exits and controlled entries, areas that showcase his unique ability to transition play effectively. The $67.6 million contract extension he signed with Dallas proved to be market-setting for young defensemen, influencing subsequent deals for other emerging blue line stars. His playing style has particularly resonated with the Stars system under head coach Pete DeBoer, who has given him even more offensive freedom while maintaining defensive responsibilities. What sets Heiskanen apart is his efficiency. He makes the difficult plays look routine, leading Stars assistant coach Alen Nasreddine to note that he might be the most efficient defenseman in the league. His emergence has also helped Dallas establish one of the NHL's most formidable defense corps, complementing veterans like Ryan Suter and Esa Lindell. Finnish hockey has even incorporated elements of his development program into their national training system, using him as a model for developing modern defensemen. So there you have it, the fascinating stories of the three players selected before Cale Makar in 2017. While Makar has undoubtedly emerged as the draft's biggest star, each player's journey tells us something different about NHL player development. Nico Hiser has become the leader the Devils hoped for, captaining his team and playing a crucial two-way game. Miro Heiskanen has developed into one of the league's elite defensemen, even if he doesn't get the same spotlight as Makar. And Nolan Patrick's story reminds us how unpredictable careers can be, with health challenges derailing what seemed like a can't-miss prospect. Looking back at the 2017 draft, it's easy to say teams should have picked Makar earlier, but that's the beauty of hindsight. Each team made their choice based on what they knew at the time, and player development isn't always a straightforward path. Which of these players do you think has had the best career so far? How would you rank them today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this look back at the 2017 draft, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NHL content and draft retrospectives. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.